Okay, welcome to the webinar today to all the participants here and also our speakers and also Mr. William from Emerald Publishing. So the webinar is on the theme of Emerald Research and Publication on Applied Research in Higher Education. Okay. So before we start the session, just some housekeeping rules. I hope everybody will have their handphones muted. Okay, if you have any questions throughout the session, you can type it in the chat box. The speaker will address the questions at the end of the session today. Okay, so without wasting time, I will go to introducing our speaker for today. Okay, who is, as you know, is Prof. Abhilasha Singh. Okay, Prof. Abhilasha is a staunch supporter of quality education with a strong commitment to academic excellence and unwavering dedication to the success of students. Prof. Abhilasha Singh is Vice President of Academic Affairs at the American University in the Emirates, Dubai, UAE, and she is also the Senior Editor of Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education. Okay, throughout her distinguished career, she was engaged in a series of academic administrative positions at various institutions and have been engaged in providing strategic directives at a senior leadership role and ensuring its implementation with determination. She also has been engaged in ensuring educational quality and compliance for national and international accreditation. And she is also a certified reviewer by the Commission for Academic Accreditation, UAE. Okay. Prof. Abhilasha is also a passionate educational leader, engaged in not only leading the strategic plan, but also outcome-based student learning and continuous improvement plans through robust and scalable infrastructure and with a commitment to bring educational excellence in the region. Okay, she is also the recipient of many awards and accolades, including the highest award for non-resident Indians, the Hind Ratan Award 2024, Most Influential Women Award by Filmfare Middle East 2023, Women Leadership Congress Award 2023, and the Most Admired Global Indians 2021. Okay, she is also passionate about research that resulted in many research grants, published articles in journals of higher repute, and in frequent invitations to numerous speaking engagements to national and international audience. She has a PhD in psychology from Banaras Hindu University, India, and graduate certifications from IIMC and MIT, US. And she is a certified practitioner of Balance Scorecard, EQ, SHRM, CIPD, and MBTI. Okay, Prof. Abhilasha is also an executive board member at the International Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association, okay, HELT. Okay, so I also would like to take this opportunity uh, to introduce our organizer, Mr. William Lo Vui Lin. Sorry, Miss William Lo Vui Lun. Okay, he's a customer success partner, East Asia of Emerald Publishing. Okay, to start our event today, we will have a short video presentation by Dr. Patrick Blessinger, the founder of International Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association. And Dr. Patrick Blessinger is also the editor-in-chief of Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education. Okay, we'll view the video, a short video, before we proceed with the next activity for today.
All right, I'll be playing the video. Do let me know if you are able to hear the sound. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Patrick Blessinger, and I am the editor in chief of the Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education, a Q1 ranked international journal in the field of education, published by Emerald Publishing. The journal has been in existence for about 15 years now, and we have established ourselves as one of the leading educational journals in the world. We publish manuscripts from academics from every continent in the world. That is something we're very proud of. And we also publish specifically really on any theme dealing with higher education, in particular, teaching and learning, leadership, management, assessment, curricula, anything dealing with higher education. We are very proud of our publication. We have very high standards and a rigorous review process to make sure that every article that we publish is of the highest quality and is going to be relevant to the lives of academics, especially professors in higher education, and professors, and particularly in the field of education, as well as higher education leaders and administrators and anyone working in the field of higher education. We welcome your manuscripts, and so when your journal is ready, please feel free to submit your manuscript to the journal. Just Google Jarhe, Jarhe, and the link will come up, and click on that and make sure you follow the author submission guidelines. Thank you, and I look forward to reading your manuscripts.
Okay, thank you very much, William, for sharing the video. Okay, we will move on to the event that the part that we've been waiting for the day, the sharing session by Professor Abhilasha Singh. Okay, I would like to invite Professor Abhilasha to start with the sharing session now.
Thank you, Dr. Manjeet. Everyone can hear me well? Okay, perfect. So first and foremost, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Emerald Publishing, especially William and Dr. Manjeet. They have been instrumental in organizing this and also facilitating this webinar. They have provided us this wonderful opportunity and a platform so that we can all come together and we can, discuss some of the advancement in higher education research. I'm today presenting myself not as a Vice President for Academic Affairs at American University in the Emirates, but rather both as a senior editor of Q1 Emerald Journal and also as an executive board member of HETL. It is popularly known as HETL, which is basically International Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association. Now, this association, I will take you through a brief presentation in a while, but just to give you a brief about it, because I will talk about the link between Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association and Emerald Publishing in a while. But just to let you know that the association, when it was formed in 2010, the aim was to unite the higher education professionals, like-minded people, some of the thought leaders worldwide, so that they can come together and they can engage in a dialogue. They can network, they can collaborate on research, on key issues, which are related to teaching and learning in higher education. Now, this association is an independent association. It's a non-governmental association, not-for-profit organization. And this is open for all nationalities, different kind of institutional types, functions, levels, disciplines. I mean, everyone can join within the global educational community. Anyone is welcome to join. I just strongly believe as a passionate educationist, and this is the reason actually I click very well with Patrick Blessinger, who is more like a brother to me, and who is I can say the godfather of HETL, who started everything. So because we both are very passionate about bringing a change in higher education and addressing the key issues in higher education. So I strongly believe it is critical to have such conversation for building positive culture around research, and also for, understanding the current research community and culture. So what we do, basically, we support scholars, whether it comes to developing leadership capabilities, strengthening research management and administration in their respective institutions. But I always ask, and I'm opening some of the questions for all the attendees, that I always feel a couple of questions, and I want you to ponder upon those questions. Like, are you following the mission-oriented approach in your institution? What are we driving to achieve when we talk about research in higher education? Are we deliberately including multiple research areas? Are there any kind of, internal structures, some blockage, which is getting in your way? Is your institution targeting its investments into key themes? Is there a kind of accountability within a realistic period of time? So as HETL, we promote the scholarship and practice of teaching and learning in higher education, and we focus on some strategic areas. And one of the area is global networking and multidisciplinary collaboration. And that's why we all are here. This is a platform for global networking. And I hope you will agree with me. And if you don't, please, I'm open for all kind of comments from all of you. And I'm here to learn from you as well. Our other focus area is also into academic research, innovation, and publishing. Higher education, development, capacity building, and human rights, democracy, sustainability. So the vision of HETL is basically more into teaching and learning, and recognizing that teaching and learning is fundamental to all educational systems. It is essential for social and economic empowerment through lifelong and life-wide education. So if you allow me, I will just probably take you through a presentation, brief presentation. Just let me know if you can see the presentation. You all
Yes.
can?
Yes,
Yes.
it's clear.
Just a minute. I think it's fine. Yeah. Now, this is the association. You can see on the browser because this is Prezi. So I just decided to make Prezi, and it is also available on the website of HETL. So this is the association, started in 2010. It was a thought leader, Patrick Bessinger. He initiated, and then you can see where we are now with a lot of achievements and membership. We are engaged in conferences, supporting institutions, webinars, with a focus on and publication with collaboration with Emerald Publishing. So you heard Patrick saying and you can sense how passionate he is. So he started, it was a simple idea. He started in 2010, and then gradually we moved on. He also envisioned the idea of a global academic digital commons, and it went on. In 2011, we got certified. Now this association is headquartered in New York City, and it's a not-for-profit organization. We have our tech partners, Docsol and Faculty Academy as well. And then in 2012, and here is the link with Emerald Group Publishers. So in August of 2012, HETL, and when I'm saying HETL, it's basically Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association. So it was selected by international academic publisher Emerald Group Publishing, a leading publishing house in the world, to manage the editorship of the Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education. We are proud to state today that this is a Q1 journal, quartile 1 journal, listed, indexed under Scopus as well. So, and then it went on in 2013, we started our book series. So we call for paper, we are having a number of book series, and we invite actually scholars from all over the world. If they have a good book proposal, we review them in collaboration with Emerald, and we invite them to edit the books as well. So please let me know if you are interested. In 2013, we also had our first HETL conference in US, and I will show you our worldwide network. You'll be surprised. You can see that we have a wide presence everywhere. So this was only for the Orlando conference. This is the conference. You can see it was in Alaska, in US, and then in Utah conference. And it went on in Europe and Asia and South America and our Africa. And our next conference actually is in South Africa. And I highly, highly encourage you to not only join the membership, but because you will learn the best practices. My institution got benefit. We are institutional member as well of ETL, but also to know what is happening in the higher education sector. As I mentioned, the vision of the organization is focused on teaching and learning, lifelong and life-wide learning, social and economic empowerment. And the mission is focused on global networking and interdisciplinary collaboration. And that's why, again, I'm emphasizing that that's the reason we are here. So research, innovation, academic publishing, higher education development and capacity building. This is what we do with our core values, which is our driving force, is integrity, collegiality, diversity, and of course, one thing, as a senior editor, I receive a number of emails, many emails I receive. And people, they keep saying that, why my paper is rejected. This is the second review. This is the third review. And I can sense their frustration. But, we have to ensure these core values of both the Emerald Publishing as well as HETL. So I understand their frustration, but you have to align yourself with the values of the organization. So I just shared our vision. Uh, since its inception, HETL has always fostered the international understanding, cooperation. So we created a kind of participatory spaces where we can engage in dialogue, in collaboration. And I will take you to the website of HETL. I will also share with you our upcoming conferences, call for papers. I am just wrapping up one special issue. It was like, because it was based on this special issue was based on the conference of 2023 in Aberdeen with University of Aberdeen. And after every conference, there is a special issue. So the paper which are presented there, then we required them to, and we always advise them, I personally advise anyone who is presenting their paper in HETL conference to follow the guidelines of the journal, JARE, a Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education. And I will take you through the journal as well in a while, so that their paper is ready. It's a camera ready copy. And then it can be a part of special issue. And the special issue is, again, it's a Q1 journal. It's a quartile 1 journal, and it is indexed in Scopus. So we engage in dialogue. We like collaboration. We cultivate, participatory culture of learning. And HETL basically addresses the common needs and the aspiration of global higher education community. So we address, we like those papers which are addressing the issues of society. So just to give you some hints, and I will probably list some of the topics which are, key topics, which we, like currently, one of the threat, I should say threat, I don't know whether it is a threat or opportunity for higher education sector, is artificial intelligence. So we will touch base on that as well. So as mentioned, we have a shared vision to advance the scholarship in collaboration with Emerald Publishing. We try to include all kind of papers. We value, as I said, diversity, integrity, inclusion, any paper which is on DEI, diversity, inclusion, equity, we appreciate that as well. And we work towards, fostering a very collaborative, innovative, and inclusive global higher education community. I also explained to you the link between JARE, the Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education, Emerald Publishing, and International Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association, HETL. So if you look at the vision of both the organization, the mission, of both organization, because Emerald is also committed to ensure, William will talk more about it, quality education for everyone, everywhere. And HETL as well. I just shared the vision and mission and the values of HETL. So both are dedicated to improve the higher education through research and collaboration, and through dissemination of innovative practices. So I became the member of HETL because I wanted to know, to learn from some of the best practices. So that's when you start collaborating with the field experts, you discover solutions. And when you become the member, it allows you not only to contribute, but to learn from others. So the same is for Emerald. I mean, their mission is to support researchers in sharing their work, to collaborate, on all the initiatives that is going to bridge the gaps, and that is going to provide equal opportunities for access to quality education, higher education participation, training, and employment, so that everyone's voice is being heard. Again, probably this is the forte of William. But I know that Emerald believes that everyone deserves the chance to reach their full potential, regardless of their starting point. So I'm today honored to be here and to share some of the insights about the Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education, which is commonly known as JARE. So I will be repeatedly using JARE and HETL. And if you allow me, just let me know if you can see. What are you able to see?
We are looking at HETL website.
Okay, looking at HETL website. Just give me a minute. I will stop sharing and I will share it
Right.
again, because I want to share first the JARE details. Can you see the journal website?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the website of journal, and before I go into the aims and the objectives of JARE, again a Q1 journal, I would like to mention and highlight here that when you start publishing with Emerald, it comes with many benefits, numerous benefits. And first of the benefit is that whatever you are publishing is having a wide reach. So your work is visible. Everyone can, view your work. It can be an open access journal. So you can probably go and you can pay for the APC and you can see that, yes, your work is reaching the wider higher education community, because their Emerald's network is extensive. So, and they ensure basically that, yes, your work is reaching out to a global audience, right? So for impact and visibility, it's always good to publish in Emerald journals. The second point is that, which is a little bit disheartening for the scholars, especially the young scholars, that the peer review process for JARE, which is a Emerald journal, is rigorous process. So the issue here is that, because we have to maintain high standard, the peer review process is really, it's a rigorous process. And I understand, if you have to maintain a high quality journal, because scholars, they always feel, it's a matter of pride, that you feel proud to publish in a Q1 journal, Q1 category of journal. So we have to maintain that kind of rigorous standard. However, Emerald also provides, and William, correct me if I'm wrong, Emerald provides, author support services, which is like all kind of guidance on submission, promotion of the work, access to, comprehensive range of resources so that your work is having a good research impact, you know. And I teach in business school. And the three pillars, because we are AACSB accredited school, our College of Business Administration is AACSB accredited. The 3 points which are critical for all kind of scholarly activity is engage, innovate, and impact. So when you publish in such kind of journal, which is Emerald Journal, it enhances your research impact. So that's important. Okay. Now coming to the part like of, if you see, this is the website. I will definitely, William, if you can assist me, you can copy the link
Yes.
and you can share in the chat box with everyone. You can, I will come to the indexing in a while. But if you look at, if you keep going down, here is the aims and scope of the journal. So whenever you are writing your paper, when you are working on your manuscript, I will always recommend that you follow the aims and the scope of the journal. Because what happens, see, this is a scholarly interdisciplinary journal, internationally peer-reviewed journal. And any academic and feature articles here in the journal are double-blind reviewed. So JARE aims to be a good source, a wonderful source of new knowledge to the entire community of higher education. Okay, so and it allows any of the educators who is looking at the manuscript or who is interested to read some of the articles. So it allows the educators to improve their teaching practices, to improve their learning outcomes, to improve their institutional effectiveness. So the primary aim of JARE is to promote the rigorous research and in-depth discussion on various aspects of higher education. So the scope includes, but it is not limited to educational leadership, educational policy, management, teaching and learning. We also take student experience, curriculum development, and I receive sometimes the emails that, okay, I'm preparing my manuscript. This is the title of the manuscript. Can you please tell me that whether this can be a part of JARE or not? Now, or will it be accepted or not? And it is very difficult for me to answer this question because the first thing which I need is, okay, so I need an abstract. What will be the research methodology? What is the aim? What are your research questions? What are the hypotheses you are going to take? So sometime, just sending a title, it becomes difficult. So I highly recommend any of the attendee, if they are keen to publish in JARE, just to look at the aims and scope of the journal. So JARE basically seeks to bridge the gap between theory and practice because it is Journal of Applied Research in Higher Education. So any paper, because it provides a platform for applied research that can influence policy and practice in higher education. So that's important. So again, I repeat, policy and practice in higher education. Now, if you go up, you will find here indexing as well. You can see the indexing, and we are very proud because if you look at the progress, there are certain documents which are confidential document I cannot share here, but we receive, the update from SIMAGO, for example, like where the journal stands and what's the ranking of the journal, the country ranking. JARE is, indexed in prominent databases. You can see, right? It's a prominent databases, and it ensures wide accessibility and visibility within the academic community. And these indices is, as you can see, Scopus is one of them. It is also listed in EBSCO. It is listed in Emerging Source Citation Index, which is ASCI. And then We have editorial team. Patrick is basically EIC, which is editor-in-chief. We have senior editors from all over the world. Somewhere down the line, I'm also there. I'm also doing currently a guest. I'm a guest editor of a journal, which is a special issue for the previous conference. So you can see this as well. Let me take you further, and we have huge list of reviewers. Now coming to the submission, when you submit the article, again, it's not easy because we maintain a very competitive acceptance rate. Acceptance rate, if I have to give you a rough idea, it's about 30%. So a 30% acceptance rate means that yes, journal is having a very rigorous, peer review process. It's really a rigorous peer review process uh, because we have to maintain high quality research which is being published. And this again, to repeat that the rigorous selection process, it helps us to maintain the journal's high, standard and impact. But we allow the scholars, to resubmit their manuscript after revision. So if the reviewers are, if I have like 5 reviewers for a manuscript, and I see that 2 or reviewers have rejected the manuscript, but there are another 2, they are giving major revision, and there is 1 who is giving minor revision. And then I started as a senior editor looking into the details of the review, and then I see that okay, I think the manuscript is having some kind of potential to be published. So we can provide a major revision, and this major revision gives an opportunity to the scholar to go into the details of the comments of the reviewer and to address that. So, it is sometimes disheartening for the scholars, but then at the same time, it supports them as well to come up with a quality paper. And it is not easy. It's not at all easy for us as well as a senior editor. We have to really work very hard to even identify who will be the reviewer. And we identify the reviewers based on your keywords, the keywords which you are highlighting in your manuscript. We identify the reviewers based on that. So JARI is, seeking contributions in different area, high quality, original research, which is applied, which can significantly contribute to the field of higher education. Uh, and we also look for good reviewers. If you are interested to review, please send me your details as well, because what I can do, I can include you in the list of the reviewers. We need experienced researchers who are willing to contribute their expertise to a peer review process. We also invite special issues, proposals for special issues on emerging trends, critical topics in higher education, which are also highly encouraged. Um, keep in mind, as I highlighted when I was presenting you the HETL, we also have conference partnership opportunities. So you have opportunities to collaborate with conferences. If your institution is interested in collaborating with HETL, please revert back to me. I will share my email ID, of course, with you. William, you are free to share my email ID in the chat box with all the attendees. They can reach out to me, and you can, if your institution is interested, we did last year with University of Aberdeen, and this year in September, we are doing with Nelson Mandela in South Africa. So I will share the details with you as well. So there is an opportunity. You can probably, the 2025, we are almost finalizing in Bahrain. But yes, you can from now onwards, if your institution is interested, and one in India as well, sorry. One is in India as well with ICFAI. Don't ask me the full name. I will probably be confused here with, but I know it's ICFAI, ICFAI in Hyderabad. So we are still in conversation with them. So if you are interested for 2026, you can, or 2027, you can definitely reach out to me or to Patrick directly in this regard. So, but once you present in the conference, you also have an opportunity to publish your paper in a Q1 journal. So that's very important for you to understand. So as JARE is very interested in any research addressing current challenges, innovations in higher education, and I mean, it will not be good for me to highlight some of the topics, but as senior editor, I can probably just couple of things which always, uh, triggers my thought is digital transformation, integration of technology in higher education, strategies so that we can, enhance student engagement, learning outcomes, artificial intelligence, how it is impacting higher education, the leadership, governance in higher education institution. Of course, DEI is always very close to my heart. Uh, some of the impact in policy changes, in higher education system. So these are some of the topics which we as editor or the senior editor, we look forward to some of the paper submission in this regard. Now, also because I highlighted the conference, I am going to take you through the conference. This is the HETL website. It's very simple, hetl.org. So again, William, I need your assistance. You can copy the link and you can put in the chat box. HETL, you can become a member. How you can become the member, you can see. And then you can just click on the conference website. It will take you to the conference website. This is the conference website, 2024 International Higher Education Teaching and Learning Association Conference. And you can see we are doing this HETL in collaboration with Nelson Mandela University. You all are welcome there. All of you, I will highly encourage you to participate in this conference because this gives you an opportunity. This gives you an opportunity to, submit a manuscript, which is a camera-ready copy as per the guidelines of Emerald. So make sure that this is as per the guidelines of JARE so that, you are not struggling. The details of the conference is here. The conference theme is Universities as Change Agents in Society. And you can see we are focusing on social innovation for sustainable futures. Keep in mind, there are a couple of other things which I would like to highlight. So I will take you, and these are the conference sub-themes. I'll take you back to HETL for a few more things. So what we do, this is the association, right? So you can see webinars, last year conference, but we also have our own newsletters. You'll find a lot of podcasts, webinars, international conference, and this is the details of the journal, right? So what we also do, we have JARE Literary Award winners, and I participate as a jury member. If any scholar is relatively new and they have just, finalized their doctoral thesis, they should definitely participate in Outstanding Doctoral Research Award, which is ODRA. And being a jury member, it is such a matter of, privilege for me to assess, those, doctoral thesis, their doctoral research, and every year we award them. You can see here that this award is really, really very good for them. So, and then we have HETL Frontiers, we have Sustainable Future Newsletter, and we have Learning Futures Newsletter. You can you can subscribe. It is free. We also collaborate with University World News. So we write a lot of articles with University World News. We plan actually from now onwards for the whole year, right? Like 2024, we have planned. Then 2025, we have started planning what we are going to, what topics we are going to address in 2025 with University World News. So these are some of the updates which I would like to. We are also partnering with International IAU, International Association of Universities, and we have our Higher Education Tomorrow, the academic blog as well. I'm giving you, so that's the reason I asked William to put the link in the chat box so that you can become a part of it. There will be some points which I want William to address from Emerald Publishing. I have highlighted a couple of points and collaboration of JARE and HETL because I said that I'm representing both HETL and JARE here. And I also invite you to sign up for the HETL newsletter and become a member of HETL. With this, I think I'm mindful of time as well. We have around 15 minutes remaining. So, Dr. Manjeet, thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Just give me one more minute so that I can show you that if you want, you can just go to the Scopus website. This is the Scopus website. I signed it as my name. You can go to the source. You can write the journal name here. You can filter the first quartile Q1 and you can see the details of the journal. So this will give you an idea that yes, this is a journal which is a highly reputed journal. So JARE is a Q1 journal and we are very proud to publish in JARE. Okay, so I will stop sharing here now and I will hand over the floor to William and Manjeet.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Abhilasha. Okay, there are one or two questions in the chat box, but we will go to the questions later. Before that, I would like to invite Mr. William Loh Hui Lun now to give a few words on Emerald Publishing. Okay, to you, Mr. William.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manjeet. Wow, I learned something new. I mean, I learned a couple of new things today with Prof. Abri. Exciting things. Allow me just to quickly share my screen. As a matter of fact, the things I actually prepared have been shared by Prof. but let me just bring my perspective into this sharing. First off, Prof. Abri have been mentioning a few of the links, homepage, URL, and so all of the URL and the homepage and the links are available at the chat. Please go to the chat and you can probably find there are a few informations that I actually included. The journal homepage, the HETL homepage, the email address to to connect with Prof. Abri, and this is Prof. Abri Abhilasha's profile page or over here. The thing that before I go into about the journal itself, some things that I wanted to also share. This year, in the first quarter of this year itself, world views and values in higher education regarding on the teaching, learning, curricular, and assessments was available this year. And Prof. Abhilasha is also one of the book author, book editor. My apology, book editor for this book. Do check it out. If you have, if you like to get one or two chapters, you can also email to me. But if you would like to support that, do let us know where you can actually purchase the book. You can actually purchase through the Amazon bookshop.org and also through your institutional library as well. So this is something that I wanted to talk about, and Prof. Abri have also mentioned that, which is really interesting. So this is something special. We hardly see. In Emerald, we actually work together with associations in this regards, which is the higher education's HETL over here on this outstanding doctoral research awards. And for the last year's awards is by Amata Elena Nunez Lopez, where she talks about restructured the curriculum programs for the undergraduates in Mexico itself. Very interesting. I was reading this and hope this would give you an idea of the the collaborations and the objective of of the journal and also HITO, we are not just focusing on the research and publication aspect. If you have been hearing from William or from the Emerald, probably you heard more from me and from our teams that we focus on the impact, the research impact, or in Emerald, we call it real impact, right? So this is a very good examples of the real impact, the research impact where it contributes positive changes to the stakeholders, to the communities, hopefully to the government as well. Yep, I think I've also included the link in the chat. Do check it out. The two last things that I would like to share with everyone. That would be the right here we go. On the Emerald website, there is the journal finder. You would probably have seen this if you have joined the previous webinar from Emerald, if you have seen William talking about this. So I just wanted to shout out that we have just refreshed the new design for our journal finder page, which is interestingly, we have also include the acceptance rate by percentage, time for first decisions, and also impact factor for the journal. Now, this is we have been asking by scholars, young scholars, students around the world, where can we find these informations? Yeah, and I'm so happy to share with everyone. It's now available. So example, if I were to search for the for Jahi applied research in higher educations, just that just we do. I apologize. You can even do a filter here as well. So once you do a filter, you can select the subject area, the journal level, for any open access or hybrid, and even SDG by the SDG Go-To. So so once you have that, you can see here we go. So the Journal of Applied Research in Higher Educations, Prof. Abri have mentioned a couple of times, is a Q1 Scopus, and also it is a Q2 ESCI in Clever Analytics. So acceptance rate 35%, not too bad. Not too bad. Quite a lot of Emerald Journal is way below 20, way below 20%. Time for first decisions is about 2 months, less than 2 months times. Impact factors is currently at 1.70. So once you click on here, that would brings you to the journal homepage where Prof. Abri have actually explained all this to you. I will not go through the aim and scopes. I will also not go through the HITO, my apology. But what I wanted to bring your attention to, which are the latest articles by the journal, top downloaded article by the journal over the last 12 months, updated by the REFT, Crossref, my apology, and also the top cited article for the last 12 months according to Crossref. This is interesting, and this also hopefully give you an idea what is the latest trends, what are the articles people are readings, people are sightings from this journal itself. Right, so this is just a quick one, just to bring your attention to. My last one, that would be the special issues, which Prof. Abri have also mentioned that if you were to, these are the tabs for the journal. So you can go from overview to author guidelines to editorial team. And you can even go to call for papers and news. Here, again, you can see we are always thankful to all reviewers that contributes and helped the community, the scholarly communities, to maintain a high standard of scholarly research and publications. We also have news regarding Mahito conference and the Literati Award. So over here, if we were to go into the Literati Award, especially for 2023, over here, right, like just and we are so pleased and so proud to announce 2023 Literati Award last year. There are two. which is the outstanding paper, and the second one which is the outstanding reviewer. So we are very thankful for and also congratulates to the authors and also to the reviewers. Currently, the literati winning paper from Emerald is opened open to read. Is freely is free to read. My apology, for a duration of a year, a period of year time. If I remember correctly, if you were to click on here, that will brings you to the literati winning paper, and it's currently available, to read. You can read more about this and find out more how and why this paper is actually the literati winning award paper. So this paper on the embracing educational disruptions, a case study in making the shift to a remote learning environment. It was written by Ida Fatimawati, Hugh John Leong, and Wallace Wong, and they are from Swinburne University of Technology Sarawak campus. So yep, so just wanted to shout out to these articles, and the currently this paper is available freely to read for a certain period of time. I think that's actually all from me. I would like to leave the remaining times to discussions with our participants today. If there's any questions or if you'd like to voice out, yeah, please do so. With that, I'll pass the floor to Dr. Manjit. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. William. Very, very interesting insight into what we can find in the journal websites. Okay, so we move on to the Q&A session now, question and answer session. First of all, there's a question regarding JARE. Curious about JARE. How many papers do you get per day or per week? Maybe Prof. Abhilasha can help with that.
Dr. Manjit, I mean, I saw this question and I logged into my portal just to have a quick review. So first of all, I will say it depends. If there is a special issue and there is a closing date, we receive really, really many papers. So I just decided to check on the special issue. And I can see in June 2023, only in 1 month, I have received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 papers. Does this answer your question? So 9 papers in the month of June 2023. But in the month of July, it is around 11, 12 papers. So that's roughly, you can see how it works.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Abhilasha. We go to the next question. There's answer there also, but let's hear from you, Prof. Abhilasha, regarding the APC. Yeah, are there any APC fees to pay after acceptance?
No, actually not at all. There is, if this journal, JARE is a journal, it doesn't require any kind of APC. So as I mentioned earlier, it is just committed to advance research in higher education. And it doesn't include any payment in this regard, unless you want your paper to be available open as per open access policy. If open access, then yes, there is a nominal fee for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Abhilasha. Any other questions from the audience?
See, I highly encourage all of you to go through the journal website in detail, go to the HETL website as well, and you can then probably learn more about it. And I also, encourage you to consider like how you can contribute to this esteemed journal, how you can participate in the upcoming HETL conference. Because, I would just like to conclude saying that we all together can continue to push the boundaries of knowledge and practice in higher education. That's so important. So I encourage all of you to just visit the website, and both HETL and JARE website, to understand more about it. There is a membership fee. It's a very nominal membership fee of HETL. There is an institutional membership as well as individual membership. Yeah, but it is not very, not very high. I don't recall, but if you go to the HETER website, I can check for you. What is the membership fee now? Just a minute. Come on. You just go to become a member, and you can see the fee which is there.
I think it's
It is
$60.
institutional
$60 per
membership.
year. Yes.
Yeah, institutional membership is 600 USD per year, and
Right.
individual membership is 60 USD per year. So it's, as I told you, it's 60 USD per year.
Okay, we have
Can we
another
publish?
question. Yeah. Prof.
Can we
Abhilasha,
publish
proceed.
literature review? See, we again, I mean, probably I will recommend if it is more. So it is possible. However, you can do a literature review article, but based on the literature review article, you are coming up with a model. So what is your hypothesis? What is your model? What you want to do after doing the literature review? That matters more. So because look at the aim and scope, as I mentioned earlier, of the journal. So that will basically answer your question.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Abhilasha. Any other questions from the audience?
Do you have a methodological bias? Do you prefer quantitative papers or qualitative papers?
No, both are accepted. Both are accepted. Again, it should be applied research.
But
So,
roughly any percentage, most of your papers, is it 70% quantitative, 30% qualitative, or is it the other way?
I think it's very difficult for me to quantify it, whether 70% was quantitative and 30% was qualitative. I cannot quantify that. We accept both. So I would rather prefer to say that, yeah. It's absolutely fine. You can have a good quality paper as well.
Zohaib has raised his hand, right?
Yes, I have two questions. My first question is that till 31st August 2024, the APC fee for the publication is free, or it has some publication fee?
There is no publication fee for JARE. Simple. There is no publication fee for JARE.
Okay, my second question is, if a candidate has not started his PhD and he knows research a little bit, and he uses a simple method of research for publishing his research papers, so is it acceptable or not?
A master degree holder can publish the paper. We don't say that you have to become a PhD holder to publish your research.
Because I have asked this question regarding myself, because I have my 32 papers have been published. I have not completed my PhD. I have not started my PhD yet. So I just want to say that I have used a simple research methodology in all my research papers. So is it acceptable or not? Or I have to use... Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So when you are saying simple research methodology, it needs to be probably elaborated more. You can touch base with me on the email, considering the time. But keep in mind, it should not be like a project. If you intend to publish in JARE, please look into the aims, scope, and you can have all the details there on the website. What kind of paper is going to be published,
Yes.
Simple research methodology can be simple, a project, like a student project that will not be published in JARE. It's a Q1 categorized journal. So it's a very rigorous process, let me tell you.
Okay, because I have a simple methodology means people are using systematic literature review.
It is possible. If you do a systematic research review, and based on that, I mean, I just said that based on a systematic research review, you can come up with a good model, which can probably, gain the attention of the policymakers.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, Prof. Abi, there's another question. How about country case? I'm doing a leadership in higher education in post-colonial country.
It is, we do accept such papers. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from the audience since we have come to the end of the session today? Okay, if there's none, I would like to thank everyone here
Before
for being
be-
so
Maybe,
attentive. And before we end
Before
the
we-
session, yeah, we'll
Right.
be having a group photo. So I'd like to invite everyone to, if possible, to on your cameras